The Jags and Bears in London. Let's get after it. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Craig Ben, a.k.a. Cash Keg, here at Daily Edge Sports. We're going over to London again, where we got the Jags and the Bears playing. We saw that Thursday night football game. Man, the Mason thing, boy, that had everyone on tilt. He was just absolutely cruising, too, before he hurt his shoulder. But I'm not going to dive into that anymore. It was a shame that he didn't get there for his rush attempts because he was absolutely crushing. And then play that one play in the third quarter. We'll just leave it at that. But Kenneth Walker got there easily. And then Jason Myers didn't get there. Seattle just didn't look good at all. Just could not move that ball. But yeah, Mason, man, that's a whole nother ball of worms, and we're not gonna attack that one right now. So if you don't have that PrizePicks account though, you want to join along, use that promo code CashKeg, play $5, get $50 instantly. It is that easy. I'll put the link in the description below. And hey, let's go talk some plays. Let's talk some ball. Let's go to London. All right, PrizePicks desktop is here. Again, we're going to talk about 3 plays I was able to pull out of this game that I do like. The Bears are getting healthy. The wide receiver crew is finally getting healthy. And it's kind of fun to see Caleb Williams finally just starting to get his feet underneath him and have some success over the last few games. And now he gets just a nut matchup. But first, we're going to start with Trevor Williams here. Trevor on the other side has had a really bad start. Now, he did put up 371 yards against the Colts, but so did our boy Caleb Williams. He put up 263 against the Colts. They're just not a good secondary. Other than that, though, Trevor Lawrence has went under this in every game this year. 162, 220, 178 at Buffalo, 169 at Houston, and yeah, of course, he had a great game at Indy, but this Bears defense is good. Top 6 in passing yards allowed at only 174 a game. I think he's going to struggle to get it going here. If you wanted to take, under on fantasy score, I think you could go that way as well. If you want to maybe throw interception, I think he can throw one of those this game if he starts pressing the ball, which I think they're going to have to. I love the Bears here at this -3 spot. But yeah, Trevor Lawrence, I'm going to take less than this against a good Bears defense here. And again, Bears are top 6 in passing yards allowed at only 174 a game. And Trevor Lawrence just hasn't looked great except outside that game against Indy last week. So hopefully we got some recency bias and people are jumping on top of it. Then we're going to go on the other side. Caleb Williams, 240.5 pass yards. We're going to go more than this. Again, Jags are horrific in the secondary. Dead last in passing yards allowed at 287 a game. They've had some spots where they've given up some absolute monster games passing the ball here, and we saw what last week against Indy. They're just a spot where you got to attack the passing, and with getting all his weapons back, and Swift has looked better out of the backfield. It's a spot where you have to take him here. He put up 304 last game passing yards, and then he put 363 against Indy. Like I said, Indy, it was just a perfect storm last week where he had Indy and Jacksonville secondary is just, toe to toe here. But this projection has moved quite a bit. It opened up, I think, at 224 back on October 7th, but it's moved quite a bit. I think it's going to continue to move. We'll probably see it up to 245, 250. I feel comfortable playing this up to about 250. I think he's going to show out here. Again, we got an island game here in London. Caleb Williams should be able to get there, and just a nut spot for him, to be honest with you. And we've seen Jacksonville just absolutely struggle in that secondary, and I don't think that's going to change much at all. Before we get into that third play, though, again, if you want to head it over and check out what we have to offer, we have the projection EV tool. If you want to check out all the projections for this game, Chicago and Jacksonville, we also have. We have this for, all the other sports too. College football, MLB, NFL, NBA is coming up. WNBA, we have it for that. Both NBA coming up, we absolutely crush it. We got projections for all these. So it's not just like your normal site where you have your plus EV. We actually have our custom projections that we tie into this to kind of give you, more ways to sort. If you want to sort by projection hit percentage, which you can do, or just the book play if you're just looking for plus EV. And then you can't really see it on the screen over here, but there's a DES hit percentage that combines everything, and that's what it is sorted at. But that's a tool you get here with Elite. We have all these tools for PrizePicks. If you sign up for Elite, we got them for DraftKings, Underdog, and we're continuing to add more and more. All that you get with Elite. And I will say, this is the time to join in, because next week on the 18th, we are going to bump the prices a little bit over at Daily Edge Sports for everything that we have to offer, because we have a lot of stuff coming out. We'll just continue to provide value, and if we're going to add more and more, we just got to hike it a little bit. So if you're going to get in now, your price will be grandfathered in at our current pricing structure. So if you want to get into that now, get into it now, and you'll be grandfathered as long as you have an active subscription with us. So this is the time to jump in with us. And that third pick we're going to go to, I'm going to go over to Swift real quick. We're going to talk about Swift. You know, he looked bad starting out the year, but passing, he's been actually pretty good. Receiving yards, I think 18.5 here. Again, running backs, Jacksonville, they're giving up 57 yards through the air to running backs, just second worst in the NFL here. And I love this spot for him to do this. Longest reception, I kind of like that as well. He's cleared that in the last 4 games, 14, 11, 27, and 42. But reception yards, I think, is just a little bit safer. He's had 24, 22, 72, and 47. That one game against LA that the Bears did up winning, he had 7 targets that game, caught 7 balls. But we've seen 5, 4, 7, and then Carolina only 2 balls. Still got there at 47. But again, they just absolutely smashed him, and DJ Moore had an awesome, just amazing game. But if this game stays a little bit closer than that game against Carolina where they smashed him 36-10, which, you know, I think the Bears are going to win, but I don't think it's going to be by 26. You know, we should see Swift involved a little bit more here. So I do like this spot. Looking at DeAndre Swift, more than 18.5 reception yards here. Again, Caleb Williams, more than 240.5 passing yards. And then again, we're going to go less with Trevor Lawrence. I do think he's going to be chucking the ball, playing from behind here, but I don't think he's going to have super success. Outside of Brian Thomas Jr., that receiving core just is not getting it done at all. I mean, it's kind of sad to see, you know, the guys that they brought over and just not getting it done whatsoever. You know, Kirk hasn't been there, really done anything. Just not a good team right now. And I think they're really going to struggle in this matchup. Just going up against this Bears secondary. I mean, Brian Thomas Jr. has been the best, but like I said, Kirk out of the slot hasn't been good at all. Gabe Davis coming over from Buffalo's been horrible. You know, and I don't see it getting much better. I mean, this Bears defense is legit, and Johnson leading the crew, he should be able to cut down on Thomas pretty well. So really like this game. It should be a lot of fun. Again, I think the Bears are going to take this one. I really like that -3 if you want to jump on that one. And again, we're also running a promo as well. If you head on over to our Discord, we're on this promo. If you are a first-time depositor, sign up over for DraftKings Pick 6. We're on this promo. We're going to do this drawing on Halloween. So get in there, get in our Discord, enter this. And again, make sure you sign up now, as our prices are going to bump a little bit on the 18th of October. But if you get in now, you'll be grandfathered in for as long as you keep that active subscription. So with that, appreciate each and every one of you guys. This should be a fun one in London. I will see you guys on the flip side. Deuces.